Hey, we're live here on YouTube, back in the studio. Thank you so much for being with us. My name is Len Brantswitz. I am the pharmacist, naturopathic physician, homeopath, and board certified clinical nutritionist here in my office in Peachtree City, Georgia. We do this show every single day of the year to get new information into your hands. We call it your daily dose. This is your daily dose of health talk. So today we're going to be talking about CBD. It's hot right now. It is big time right now. There's been a lot of talk about the use of it for many, many, many things, from anti-seizure to pain meds to sleep to fill in the blanks. It's been amazing. Now, on the dawn of anything that's good, it seems like, and I think this is ironic since we're in the midst of a coronavirus nightmare going on in China, that the minute CBD became a hit, okay, and the FDA took over and said that we are going to really limit the number of hemp farms in the United States. And it took a while to get a couple farms licensed and start to growing and the processing and get it all FDA approved and to get it to market. And it started out in Colorado naturally, and they've also opened up and licensed some farms in California, and from what I gather, in Kentucky. Not many more. And I'm sure there's going to be more coming because the popularity of CBD has exploded. So for a period of time in my medical practice here, we carried a medical strength CBD. And we used it in a gummy bear form or a swallow capsule in a lot of different ways that were utilizable by our patients. And it worked. We actually did some vaping, in fact, until that came under scrutiny. So let's go there first. We look at the vaping concept of getting people off of cigarettes, getting people to stop smoking. And the concept that vaping was the nice alternative because you took away tar out of the burning process of cigarettes. So you started to save the lungs somewhat. Still had the nicotine. And everything was going along well there. You got a lot of people to stop smoking, and everybody was vaping. And then came the Chinese. No offense to Chinese people. I'm not saying that, but they got involved. And they started to export to our country numerous flavored forms. And they did this, and the vendors that were out there said, hey, I can make a lot more money on that Chinese form than I can that form that I get from Colorado. And it's a lot less expensive to my customers. So they started to stock the shelves, and more and more and more products came in. And very soon we had all of these issues of lung problems occurring primarily with kids. And it took the FDA almost a year to isolate the fact that it was a vitamin E that was added to the substrate. Vitamin E succinate, got to remember that. And as far as I know, not one American manufacturer uses that at all. And that form of vitamin E, which really has a very close similarity to motor oil, was added as a stabilizer in some of those liquids coming from overseas. And once they were vaped, they caused a plaquing effect in the lungs. And it's taken until we haven't heard any cases, have we, recently? Because so many of those products are slowly disappearing. But there's still a lot of it out there. Then came the dawn of CBD in gummy bears, in swallow pills, in cookies, and crackers, and everywhere else. And the CBD superstores were still coming around. Now comes this article. And I'm going to read it as it stands. This article talks about CBD, a non-psychoactive component of the cannabis plant, or in this case, industrial hemp. And in industrial hemp growing, the psychoactive component, THC, is reduced to negligent levels of usually less than 0.2%. So here's an article by Shane Starling. Says contaminated CBD products could lead to an anti-doping ban. We're now finding that less than reputable companies, and I'm going to say this, mostly from overseas, have inundated the market with less than reputable product, higher than normal THC content, not going 100% organic. And by the way, the products that we carry here from Nutritional Frontiers, organic, CO2 distilled, not alcohol derived, CO2, the safer way and the cleaner way to pull the CBD out. Here's what this article says. Athletes using CBD products should be prepared for the very real task that they could fail anti-doping test due to contamination of banned THC. The European Union has warned. The European Specialist Sports Nutrition Alliance has advised athletes to carefully consider the risks of doping if they consume CBD-based products while competing. The group, which counts major European sports nutrition players, and they give a whole list, I've never heard of any of these people, among its membership added that even if CBD is not considered a prohibitive substance, the risks of traces from other cannabinoids entering the athletes' bodies after using CBD-containing products is too high to be ignored. The World Anti-Doping Agency removed CBD as a banned substance in 2018 and raised the legal THC limit from 15 nanograms per milliliter to 150. But CBD use has led to doping bans because of the presence of trace amounts of THC in the products. In September, the United States Anti-Doping Agency slapped Colorado-based triathlete Lauren Goss with a 6-month ban after THC levels in her blood exceeded the 150 nanogram per milliliter threshold. She blamed a CBD topical cream she was using out of competition for a musculoskeletal injury. Although clinical data backing CBD's health benefits is sparse, it has won favor in the sporting world, especially to aid muscular recovery, pain relief, improving sleep quality, and anti-inflammation. Veteran nutritionist and EU food law expert Dr. Mark Talent said the issue was even more complex when CBD's conversion to THC in the body was considered. There is conflicting research over this issue despite trade associations and industry stating it doesn't occur, said Dr. Talent. Here's the issue. THC seen in the urine can happen in some people. With less than reputable products, you could fail a drug test. Now, that could even happen with our products, which are extremely clean and have very, 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 very little trace amounts. But we had to put the warning out there that it's at least possible. But you want to go with organic, full spectrum, CO2 distilled. Remember that. He goes on to say, my guidance at this point for athletes is to avoid CBD as a nutrition supplement. So far, the data for benefits in this population is at best anecdotal. Even a certificate of analysis does not guarantee zero THC, as the analysis is limited on levels of detection and how much relevant the sampling is to a larger batch. Despite these issues, the global CBD sector is throwing big money at the sporting world, with CBD firms engaging in high-level sponsorship. There's been guidance that athletes who wish to use CBD must ensure that their CBD products do not use or contain any THC. Mark Tucker, CEO of the UK-based CBD firm TTS Pharmaceuticals, said that CBD-THC separation was possible in the right conditions. They had developed a validated proprietary techniques for the extraction, separation, and manufacturing of cannabinoids. He goes on to say, the R&D in the industry is accelerating in this area. New technologies will be able to more widely achieve new levels of purity to pharmaceutically acceptable standards. Simultaneously, new testing methods will also advance to ensure compliance. In the summer, this group commissioned independent analysis of 31 CBD products on sale in the UK and found almost 50% contained banned psychoactive compound cannabinol and THC above the limits. No CBD products have yet to be registered with third-party testers. The flourishing CBD market in recent years is remarkable given its often uncertainty in regulatory status with many countries. The European Union is yet to officially approve its supplemental form, and the U.S. Food and Drug Administration is considering its position on it. CBD is the non-psychoactive component of the cannabis plant. In industrial hemp growing, the psychoactive component, THC, is reduced to negligent levels of usually less than 0.2%. Watch what you're doing. It has great advantage. And trust me on this one. If you are just putting your feet into the pool and you want to try this, you want to start out with a tincture. Clean, easy to use, and effective. We have it in unflavored and 3 other flavors, from lemon to peppermint, that can really help it go down very easily and can be dosed accordingly. If you do want to get started on something like this, give us a call at 678-228-8900. That's 678-228-8900. We'd be glad to help you. Whatever your needs are, 678-228-8900. Again, this is the Nutrition Shop, Peachtree City, Georgia. My name is Len Brantzwitz, and be glad to be here for personal one-on-one consultation times, whether it's via YouTube or we can do a direct Zoom hookup, whatever way works best for you. Just give our staff a call and get the ball rolling. 678-228-8900. And we'll see you tomorrow. Dr. Tracy will be on again talking about Nutritional Frontiers products. Have a great day, folks. God bless.